Ready, go. Okay, ready, go. So here you're putting a lot of effort in the swing, but your motion is very unusual. Oh. So let's put it that way.
Okay.
So during the backswing,
yeah, I always shift my weight on the floor.
More than that, your arms are really straight here. The arms are rigid. You're shifting the body toward the target early. And here, your left shoulder is coming high from here, high up here. That means that your right shoulder goes down. Okay? So you are, from this position, you are completely going to this flat shoulder alignment. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why on the way down, you're missing the ball.
Yeah.
So your impact is not consistent.
Yep.
It's because either you hit the ball with the toe,
Yep.
or sometimes you tap the ball.
Yep.
So the ball goes, ground.
Or I hit a lot of massive pulls to the left.
Now, in the downline view, look at your right leg here. Going back here, your right leg is completely straight. That means the right hip is moving backward quite a bit. And your shoulder is completely flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are all related. If you move your hip, right hip back, and then it will help turning, but then your turn becomes really flat here.
Okay.
So instead of moving backward, you have to try to move it upward here, and then so that you can maintain the shoulder plane here. Yeah, so with this left shoulder high, it's hard to gauge the ball here.
Yeah.
You are moving away from the ball here, and then try to swing hard. That's why it's hard to have good impact.
Yep.
So these things should be sorted out in your regular lessons, but somehow your instructor just lets you continue this. This is somewhat hard to understand. Yeah. These are so obvious. So okay, then let's start with the kettlebell swing. Here, one thing today, what you'll have to do is I don't know how far we can go with your current swing pattern.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to build a good foundation. So more than anything, throughout the entire session, relax. Try to relax. And then try to feel the natural flow of motion. You're forcing into a certain postures and things like that, but you need to pay attention to the overall flow, and which you should be comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. And so with that, we'll be able to build a good foundation. So let's start with the kettlebell. Do you have a kettlebell?
Yeah.
So this is a 10-pounder. Hold the kettlebell with the palms forward. Okay. And give a reasonable lean forward, and swing this back and forth. Before we're doing the kettlebell, let's first start with the posture here. So fold your arms. So currently, in your setup position, you tend to keep the ball too far out.
Oh, okay.
But eventually we'll, if time permits, then we'll address that issue. But okay, so assume the initial posture here. And then during the backswing, what we want to see is the first, wait. Have you ever checked with your spine alignment?
No.
With a chiropractor or?
No.
Yeah, you have stand up and then put the arms out here. you have a tendency of scoliosis. So the spine is aligned, not upright here. It shows a slight lateral bend. So check with the doctor. Okay, I can, particularly when you are in this position, I can easily see from here. Yeah, this side is sticking out here. Yeah, you need to check. Okay, lean forward. Now, what I want to see here is during the backswing, without doing anything, shift to the right. No turn yet, just a shift to the right. So keep the right hip above the right foot. From there, turn around the right hip. Yep. I want you to go to that position. Okay. Again. Shift first. Give good shift. And then turn. Yeah. So you should have the feel of moving excessively away. Yeah. But actually, it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was scared of swaying. I used to sway. That's why I was stopped.
Sway means your upper body goes this way here. But when you maintain the axis and then your pelvis shifts, this is called the active shift. Okay. So again, the shift to the right or shift away. So let's first do shift. Go shift here, and then your right hip is above the right foot, and then from here turn around the right hip here. So okay, maintain this posture. I will take a picture. Okay, so this is the posture here.
Yeah.
Compared to, let me see.
Yeah.
This posture versus the picture you just saw. It's very different.
Yep.
Now, again, do the same thing on the left. So from that, first go to the right, turn. From here, in order to go to the downswing posture, first shift this way. Again, put the left hip above the left foot, and then turn around like this. So I want you to move the pelvis that way. So from here, again, let's move with me. So from here, shift first, and then turn around the right side, and then shift left. So when you shift the left, then your left knee is flexed here, right? So it's easy to push the ground. With that, by pushing the ground and the turn around, do not lean this way, but or this way here. So then what happens is this leg is fairly straight, and then also in the frontal view, this leg is also fairly straight, both ways. So again, from here, shift first, and then turn around the right side, and try to have the feel of this reverse pivot posture here. Then this leg is straight, and this leg is also fairly straight. From here, shift it to the left, and then turn around the left hip. No need to lean too much, okay? Now, this is sort of a static, still is fairly static. When you have continuous motion, it will look like this. Swing, swing, swing. So keep the arms still folded here. Then give good shift and then turn around, match to my motion. So let's go to the right and then left, to the right and then left, to the right and then left, to the right and then left. You try to use your arms and then doing something. The spine is just turning around the spine axis. So here, all you need to pay attention to is shift, and then turn around, and the shift, turn around, shift, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn. So minimize the motion here. It will only turn around the spine axis again. No. You are mixing the shift and the turn. As I said, you have to separate the shift and turn, okay? Shift first, and then turn. Shift here, and then turn. The shift, turn, turn, shift, turn, shift, turn, like this. So in a given direction, you have to separate the shift and the turn. Shift first and then turn. So still you're not really using the lower body, but you try to do this. Relax it, just to keep it here. The reason why we're folding the arms here is because we want to keep the arms there. Okay. No intentional shoulder girdle motion. Just a shift and the turn, shift and turn. It's a lower body motion. Make it continuous, make it continuous. It should be, do it a bit faster. Do it a bit faster, then you have to organize the motion really well when you want to do it really fast. So go here, go here, go here, go here, 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 here. You're not letting it go this way enough. Go this way, this way, this way, this way. No worry about turning your arms and the shoulders. Forget about here. Yeah. If your whole shoulders turned, everything turns. So if your pelvis turns, then the whole shoulders will turn. Okay. No need to worry about this. Again, you have a strong upper body here, but let's not use this for the moment. Okay, just to try to turn the whole thing as a one unit. Okay, just give a good turn, like this. I have a lot of resistance from your body. Oh. Okay, go here. So pay attention to the lower body motion. Upper body, it will just follow with the upper lower body. Turn, shift and 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 turn. Yeah, I still feel a lot of resistance from your upper body. That means you try to do everything with the upper body. Now here. Here again, go to that position. Here, give me a good push here. Move the shift and then push against the here, and then turn around. Okay. So as you push, do not open at the same time. You have good shift first, and then turn around. Make it more continuous, back and forth. And to emphasize the leg push, not this motion here. Emphasize the leg push, leg push. Leg push will give you, no. When you turn this way, your upper body is going like this. Instead, go here and then turn. You have to turn your upper body about the spine axis. This is the absolute requirement, okay? So just to turn here, and simply turn here. And then turn. So no weaving action with your shoulder girders. It's just simple turn, axial turn, okay, about the spine axis. So when you go this way, this side is going up. That means you're using the shoulder girdles here. Go here and just a turn about the shoulder plane here, on the shoulder plane, just a turn. And then just a turn here, just a turn, just a turn. Instead of this side going here, this side going here, okay? Just a turn around. So you have to relax your upper body. You're not doing anything with the upper body intentionally at the moment. It has to come from the lower body action. No, now you start doing this. So you have to relax here. You are not using the shoulder girdles. Relax. Try to move the, here, put the arm here. Relax, relax, okay? And even the shoulders, relax. And then do the same thing, shift. And feel the motion of the arms. No, relax. Your arm has to move like this. So let's do this, okay? So swing, 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 easy swing, Relax your arms. No intentional shoulder girder motion. Just swing, swing with the lower body shift. Just the leg action. Swing, 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 swing. Relax your arms, relax your arms. Your shoulder girder, just use the lower body to swing everything. Yeah, just to give good shift both ways. That's all you need. Yeah, in the backswing, I see your intentional turn with the upper body.
Right.
Both ways, use the lower body to just turn this.
Yeah.
And then turn this, just a turn. Relax, relax. Turn. Relax here. Using the lower body action, just to swing back and forth, using that lower body action, instead of intentionally try to use your arms. So again, so hang it. So easy motion here. Just a swing, swing, swing. Match my tempo. Swing, swing, swing. No, you're late. Match my tempo again. Swing. No, late. Swing. You're late. Swing. 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 Use the lower body more actively and then try to match my tempo. Swing. 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 Because you try to do something with the upper body, that's why you are late. Use the legs actively and match my tempo. Swing. Swing. Relax your arms and wrists. Relax the shoulders. Swing. Use the lower body action. Swing. 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 No intentional turning here. Relax here so that you can just hang, right? And then when you move your body, it'll just move. So again, just a second. You try to intentionally try to swing the arms, but no, just relax and then use your lower body. And you should be able to control the tempo. Okay, you should be able to go faster and slower. Again, swing, go faster. Swing, 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 swing. You're late.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, look at it.
You have to match it to my tempo, and I keep saying swing, swing, and then you have to match the tempo again. Go, swing, swing, relax. Swing, swing, swing faster, swing faster, swing, 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 swing. No, you are using, it's the same motion. You are not controlling the tempo. In order to control the tempo, you have to use the lower body. Yeah. See me doing this. See me. Swing, 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 swing. Swing, swing, swing. Everything is coming from the leg action, not here. So you have to use the leg. You have to use the legs in such a way that you should be able to control your body motion. Good. Instead of just going, swinging upper body and then taking the step. You actually have to push the ground, have to control the overall tempo. This is really important. So concentrate. Use your lower body action, the leg action to match the tempo. Again, swing, swing, swing. Yes, it looks a lot more freer now. Swing, 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 make it bigger. Swing. 1, 2, 3. Wind up. Let it go. Now, the way you move, to me, is a lot more comfortable and a lot more freer.
It's comfortable.
Yeah. So relax here. Okay. Yeah. Again. So this is really important. You should be able to control everything by using the lower body action. Yeah. So okay, swing, easy. The arms are just hanging here. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Again, relax your arms again, the shoulders. Control everything with the lower body action. Okay, let's start. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Yes. So no need to tighten the girdles and arms. In terms of tempo, it has to come from the lower body action. Okay. And then you have a tendency of bringing the arms more inward during the backswing. So you're going swing here, swing like this, but try to make it with the palms forward. Try to make it relatively symmetric both ways. Again. So pay attention to what you're doing. I want a more symmetric motion both ways. Okay. No, I see your hands here, way back here, okay? But this hand only comes about here. It's still within the body, in my view. Your right hand in the backswing goes this far out. It's not symmetric.
Okay.
Here again. So here, and then here. Make it motion symmetric. Again, swing back and forth using the lower body. Now it's just coming in more. Instead, if you are going to move the hands that way, then you have to also do the same thing here. Make it symmetric. Okay. Pay attention to what you're doing. So try to turn your shoulder about the spine axis, then you should be able to bring it in more. So let's see. Okay, go ahead and touch my hand. Then this side, touch my hand. And then now you don't have to worry about the hand position, just pay attention to the lower body motion. And then try to touch my hands. Active lower body action, swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. So it is important to know what you're doing. Your body keeps sending the signals to to your brain. You have to process those. If you don't really pay attention to what your body is doing, you cannot change. You have to know what you're doing. So it is important to generally develop good symmetric motion. Okay. The reason why you are going in a lot deeper on this side is because, remember, your swing tendency going this way. So you're accustomed to that. But if you consciously try to come up with more symmetric motion, then it's not intentional arm motion, but rather you have to adjust your body motion to give you symmetric motion here. In old Oriental saying, with something like, if you know yourself, you don't lose in a war. Okay? So more than anything, you have to know yourself. That means you have to know what you're doing. Again. So swing back and forth, and give me a symmetric motion. Swing, 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 easy, swing. 1, 2, 3, and throw the arms. Yes. So this is the motion you need to develop. And eventually this should be all transferred to your club swing. But I don't know how far we can go today. But since you're at the early stage of your golfing career, so we'll focus on setting good foundation. Now let's go to the kettlebell. Hold it with the palms forward, and then give me a similar motion, but here again relax. Do not try to lift it up here using the arms, and then you have to just give easy oscillation here. Again, actually this should be easier because you have a heavy kettlebell here, and the gravity will do a lot of things, unless you try to move away from it. And then let's go back slightly, a bit more. You see this line here. Try to swing the kettlebell along this line. So do not go in here, do not go in here. Try to more move this way. Okay, maintain more vertical motion plane. Swing, 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 swing. Use the lower body more actively. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and throw. So in order to move this nicely, you have to use your lower body instead of using the arms. Whenever you use the arms, it goes in because you have to flex the elbow. So swing, swing. This time, let's make it a bit bigger. So the motion should go about this high here. Okay. Swing, 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 swing. Use the lower body more actively. And keep good shift, pelvic shift, both ways. Swing. 1, 2, 3, and throw. So again. So we'll watch from this direction. Okay, let's go. Swing, 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 swing. Now 1, make it bigger. 2, 3, wind up, let it go. Swing, swing. Now 1, make it bigger. 2, 3, wind up, let it go. Now let's take a look at how your body is moving here. See? This is good. I see this straight line, this side. And then, although you tend to go this way a bit more, but here I can see that this side is kind of straight here, okay? Instead of going in like this, having this angle here. This is good. So in the dynamic situation, when you keep moving back and forth, actually, you cannot move the pelvis too much because your legs are preventing that. Right. So you will have good control of the overall lateral shift using the legs. As you repeat this, you will go to a straight posture here, and then close to a straight. This tends to go a bit more, but you will be able to repeat the motion back and forth like this. That means you are pushing the ground outward, have you good control. Okay, again, I will watch from this direction. Okay, go ahead. Swing, 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 swing. Oh, look at your pelvis motion. Good. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Oh, look at your pelvis motion. Good. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, and swing. Now.
1 down, yes.
Look at now your pelvis motion here. The pelvis is going both ways. You see? So you're going to this position, this position, this position. This is really good. Yeah. Now let's make it a bit bigger, so horizontal to horizontal. Again, make sure you are moving the club, the kettlebell along this straight line here. So in order to increase the magnitude, instead of using your arms here, you just have more active pelvis and leg action. So again, so ready, go. Swing, yes, good. Pelvis and leg action. Ooh, 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 ooh. Swing, swing, swing. Use the leg and pelvis. Swing, 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 swing. Now count. 1, 2, 3. Wind up. Let it go. Swing, use the leg and pelvis, swing, 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 swing. Now count. 1, 2, 3. Wind up, let it go. Whoa, is this real? Look at how you are moving your pelvis and the legs here.
Yeah. Yeah, this just took a little bit time for me to understand, but I've got it.
So your upper body is now, because this is heavy, you know, you don't have this weaving action here. It's just a turning back and forth, but everything is coming from the lower body action. Particularly, I like the pelvis motion here.
Yeah.
So as if here's a wall here, here's a wall here, bumping to that wall here, and then bumping to that wall, wall to wall here. This action. Look at that. So now let me watch it from this direction. So again, horizontal to horizontal. So about shoulder height, okay? All right, go ahead. Swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3. Wind up, swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3. Wind up, swing. Yeah, the motion looks really simple. Yeah. Okay. So your shoulder are just working with the kettlebell instead of doing intentional motion.
Because that kettlebell won't let me use my hands.
So everything is coming from the lower body. This is really good. Yeah. So you see, if you use the right approach, you can easily reprogram your motion. So that's why it is so important to pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah. But unless you know what you're doing, you cannot change it. Yeah. If just repeat without even thinking. So initially, you will need some purposeful practice. Yeah. Then when the pattern settles, then you can do it without even thinking. But up until that point, you have to pay attention to what your body is doing. But the kettlebell swing is really good now. Yeah,
yeah. I have a kettlebell. Mine is 15 pounds, but I'll get a 10 pounder because that's really cool.
15 is also okay. Yeah, 15 is okay. Yeah. So, do you have a rope?
Yes.
Is it similar to this?
What kind of? Yeah, it's I got it from the Home Depot.
Yeah. Now, swing the rope back and forth, but again, instead of thinking you are doing a golf swing, or image the kettlebell swing. Again, I want to have a symmetric swing, back and forth. Forget about the golf swing. Oh. Remember the lower body driven swing. Yeah. So it should be the shoulder turn coming from the lower body action, and then you just let the rope go instead of using the arms to swing it. So that means you have to turn your shoulder fairly fast so that you give enough speed to the rope. Swing. Yep. Good pelvis shift, and then shoulder turn. With that, you will add arm motion later. Make the rope a bit faster. Suddenly, suddenly you try to, you have the stuck right elbow. Suddenly the elbow is coming in and try to, but just to try to turn around the axis.
Okay.
As if you're doing this. So just to turn around the axis instead of trying to use your arms. Okay. So your arm will just hold it, but by turning your shoulders, you are giving enough speed here. Mm-hmm. By turning the shoulders, you are just giving enough speed to the rope. Mm-hmm. Let the rope go out and go around instead of try to move it with your arms. Okay. So let it go out. Then it will go around your body. Okay? Just to give enough speed by turning well. So again, use the lower body. Remember the pelvis action. Yeah, your swing plane is too steep. Let it go a bit out more. Make the rope plane a bit flatter. You tend to reach out quite a bit in your golf swing, but certainly when you swing the rope, it's really steep. Let it go out more. Okay. So instead of using this plane here, use a bit flatter plane here. Okay. Let the rope go out. That's why you have to use the arms. But if you just turn the shoulder good, and then let the rope go out, throw the, now your pelvis is not moving the way we developed. Okay. So here, the whole goal is to just move the rope using the lower body motion. Yeah. Again, the whole thing is just turning your shoulders around the spine axis. You're not using your arms intentionally. Wait. For you, the rope is too long. So, just a second. Let me bring a short orange whip, and then. Now this is orange whip, a shorter one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it'll be it's compact size, so it'll be a bit easier to control. Mm-hmm. Now we are going from the kettlebell to a longer devices, but the rope swing is too much for you at this point. Okay. So let's use this a shorter orange whip, and then feel this as the kettlebell. So again, swing this back and forth so let's go about this high, horizontal position about here. It doesn't have to be really big, easy motion. So almost no action from the arm, just to let it go, swing by using the lower body action, swing, and then 1, 2, 3, and swing. So. Hold it in the middle of the grip. Okay. Oh no, that's too big. No, even it's too big. So try to keep it about horizontal to horizontal. So here the goal is to use to feel the lower body rhythm here. Yep. Okay. So just move the pelvis back and forth, and then with that, your arm should be relaxed, and then just let it swing. Yeah, always you are limiting the motion here. You have to turn this way more. So again, it's a symmetric motion. Feel how far the whip goes on this side and then this side here. No, this is less. So yeah, you have to go about that. Yeah. And then in order to do that, you have to turn your wrist like a little bit here. So naturally you have wrist motion here, but here again slight wrist motion, and then make it symmetric. And that motion should not come from your arm action, but your pelvis motion, and then make it continuous. So your legs have to move continuously. continuous motion. Swing, 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 swing. So relax your arms and wrist. They feel the motion of the whip, the head of the whip. Swing. Particularly this way, move the pelvis more actively. More actively here, and then let it go. Actively, and then let it go. Actively, and then let it go. Yeah, so in doing that, you have to use the shoulder turn, okay? And then in doing this, don't try to reach out too far here. Rather have a comfortable turn about the spine axis. So just let it go instead of or reaching out, just a turn around. So just a comfortable turn. So all you need to do is just the shoulder turn. So shift the pelvis, and then good shoulder turn, shoulder turn, shoulder turn, shoulder turn. This is all you need. Instead of intentionally try to reach out, okay? Yeah. So, and so here, shift it this way first, shift it this way first, shift and then turn, shift and 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 turn. Yeah. Now the motion looks better. Yeah, you really have to have a shift. Stand on the right side, the left side, stand on the right, on the left, on the right, on the left, on the right, on the left. Then suddenly, when you really stand on the right side here, left side, then suddenly this motion looks a lot more comfortable. So instead of going here and then try to follow it, so actually you have to shift first and then swing, shift and swing, shift and swing, shift and swing. So always the low body action goes first. Again. Usually I don't use that compact version of the orange whip, but it works for you. Okay, swing, low body first, active low body action instead of upper body turn. Okay. Swing. Now let's make it a bit bigger. Swing, motion bigger. Swing. And then that bigger motion is coming from the pelvis and the leg action, not the intentional arm motion. Swing, swing, swing. Okay, good. Now, in order to make this really easy, now let's try to add the wrist motion. So as you go here, add the wrist motion here. You can go to this position, go here, wrist, wrist, wrist. It's the same thing, the same motion, but use the wrist more actively, like this. Then swing becomes a lot easier. You don't have to.
Yeah, with my hands are throwing me out, yeah.
So we can go ahead and start adding the wrist motion. No, not much wrist motion. So here, particularly when you try to add the wrist motion, you really have to feel the motion of the tip. Yeah. So if you really respect the inertia of the whip, then you let it go, and then just the wrist will also, work with the whip motion instead of try to dominate it like this. Then you're holding it here. Actually, you're putting more effort in the wrist. Right. But if you let it go, you're putting a lot less effort here because you will let the whip go. The only thing is you're holding it so that it doesn't move away from your body. So ease wrist motion here, swing. Then it's easier to build good lower body action here, to swing this back and forth. No need to reach out, because now you are letting the wrist come in at the end, right? So easy motion back and forth. Swing back and forth. Now use your lower body more actively. The whole thing should be driven by the lower body action. Bump against the wall here. So, yeah, keep moving. One thing here you have to be careful is instead of using your arm here, just to give the wrist motion and the wait until the gravity takes over and then let it go. Instead of
bring it down,
lift the arm here and then try to put it down. Just continue this motion. Wait until this is completed and then let it go. Let it go. Instead of when you intentionally use the arms, then the bending will increase. So try to minimize the bending by working with the whip. So let it go, let it go. Yeah. The advantage of the whip is it's flexible, so you can we can easily tell whether you are using your arms intentionally. You have to really work with the whip. Let it go, wait, and then let it go. So minimize the bending of the whip. Swing, swing, and then in doing that, try to again move your lower body more actively. And then good shoulder turn, okay? Instead of your arm motion, good shoulder turn. When you have good shoulder turn, then you will have enough range of motion of the whip automatically without using the arms much. Yeah, swing back and forth. Swing, swing. Try to feel the rhythm. Try to develop good rhythm, okay? It's not just a swing back and forth, but by using your legs, and try to develop a good rhythm. You are the one controlling the overall tempo. So, swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3. Wind up. Let it go. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3. Wind up. Let it go. Yep. So that's the flow. You need to practice this a lot. Look at this. Swing. I want you to move the lower body more actively. Then, because your foot it tends to leave the ground a bit early. But if you really use the lower body, then they should remain on the ground, so they keep using the ground. But if this leaves the ground, then you're simply responding passively to the motion here. So your lower body is actively moving the whole thing. Again. So this time increase the magnitude. Yeah. But remember, again, it should be symmetric both ways, fairly symmetric. So let's go, if you go this side here, let it go, relax here, let it go about this much. Okay. And then swing, and also the same thing to this much here. Okay. Now, when you shape the swing, you always have to have the entire motion in the image. Golf swing is not about just this motion here, although you are developing enough speed from here to the impact, right? Yeah. And then with that, you just let it go as you keep moving this way. However, in terms of shaping the shape, you have to have the whole thing in your imaging. That way you will be able to control the direction. Yeah. If you mainly put effort here, and then you don't care what happens after that, then you don't know where the ball will go. Yeah. But if you keep everything from here to here, this whole thing in your imaging, with that you will be able to direct the club correctly, and then it's important in terms of direction control. So the whole thing, from here to here, go this much, and then swing and go to this much, swing here, try to maintain fairly symmetric motion back and forth as you repeat. Yeah, so here, move the lower body actively, move the pelvis actively, swing, swing. Now, as you swing back and forth, the turn is not coming from the arm action, but rather more active shoulder turn.
Shoulder.
Yeah, when you have good shoulder turn, this will automatically follow.
Yeah, from the pelvis to the shoulder.
Yeah. So what's driving the shoulder turn is the pelvis turn. What's driving pelvis motion is the legs. So if you have a good shoulder turn using the lower body, then the arms and club will automatically follow. Yeah, swing, then give enough motion. Yes, very good. Yes, swing back and forth. Yes. Ooh. Swing. Swing, and at the end, let it go. Let the whip go a bit more. Do not resist much. You currently have a lot of bending. That means you are providing resistance, but let it go a bit more. So feel the motion of the end of the whip. Yeah. Let it go and all the way. Let it go. No, you're using your arms. So at the end here, you're stopping here, then it depends, but let me show you this. Instead of swing like this, let it go, relax, let it go all the way here. Swing all the way here. Instead of fighting, just let it go. And then use the lower body, swing, swing. So really the speed is coming from the lower body action. Yeah. When you use your arms to generate the speed, then it looks like you're putting a lot of effort, but actually the speed is not that high. Yeah, this is the main problem with arm-driven swing.
Yeah.
So
It looks like
use the lower body more, shift to the lower body more. With that, let it go here, let it go here, let it go. All you need to have is more straight alignment here, straight alignment both ways. Then you are having good control. Okay? Again, let it go a bit more. Relax your arms more and then let the whip go all the way. Yes. Swing, 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 swing. Okay. Swing, 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 swing. If you look at this motion, I still see you're using arms at the beginning of the downswing. So moving in, then you're using the arms here. Instead of have the feel of shoulder turn. So here, go up here. Then instead of, when you start, instead of using the arms here, shoulder turn here. And then let it go. So emphasize the shoulder turn more. So relax your arms and wrist at the top, particularly at the top, both ways. And then try to turn your shoulders about the spine axis and so the posture at the top here, on the backswing you tend to go far back here, but just let it go, using the motion of the whip and the follow and then go to this position instead of intentionally try to use your arms here. Just feel the motion, let it go here, and then to this position, and then also start the downswing with the shoulder turn and then let it go. So try to use the shoulder turn about the spine axis more. So let's hold it. So put it here. This will give you more inertia. Then try to turn as you relax it. As you shift to your pelvis, and just try to turn the shoulder about the spine axis more. Okay, turn, shift and turn. So still, I see you're going weaving like this. It's a simple turn. So what you have to pay attention is good wind up here. From this wind up, using the tension, just to let it go. Okay, because you are not turning enough, that's why you are doing this. But when you have good turn here, all you need is just coming back. Again, good shoulder turn both ways. Using the no, you are intentionally try to do this. That shoulder turn has to first come from the pelvis turn all the way here. And then by turning the pelvis and then shoulders, let it go all the way here. So try to increase the shoulder turn by using the pelvis turn. No. You have to use the leg actions. So you have to keep good pelvis motion like this. With that, you are turning the upper body. Yep. Instead of just turning the shoulders. No. It's not moving together here. Let it go. And turn. When you use the legs actively, you don't have to move the shoulder intentionally. Because when the pelvis turns here, automatically the shoulder turns this much, and then a little bit more shoulder turn there. Here, by turning the pelvis, your shoulder turning this much, and add a little bit of shoulder motion here. Okay. You're not intentionally doing this, okay? It has to come from the pelvis motion. Shift and turn, shift and turn, shift and turn, shift and turn. Make it continuous both ways. Yeah, swing. Swing, both ways, swing. What you have to feel is by using the leg push, you should be able to turn quickly like this. Turn your body. Again, turn your body. The right leg is unnecessarily coming in like this. Instead, using this side here, just to turn. Then the right leg should be fairly straightened here. Turn like this. The same thing. Doing backswing, the same thing. So yeah, you're doing this push here, doing the backswing. Yes. The same thing. From here, turn. So this turn has to come from this leg action. No, your shoulder turn is really slow. You're not really turning the shoulder using the lower body action. So here. Yes, you should be able to turn actively using the leg action. Again. So backswing, the same thing. During the backswing, you have active shoulder turn using the right leg. Shoulder turn and then shoulder turn here. That action will give good wind up. So really, the whole thing, the root of all the problems typically we have is improper use of the ground. When you use the ground really well, then everything becomes a lot easier. So in doing that, if if your pelvis simply slides here, then it will not help that much in terms of turning. You should really push the ground good with the left leg here. No, it's not this motion here. It's not this motion, but rather this motion here.
Just.
So before you push, your left knee should be flexed already. So go here as you shift. This is already flexed here. From here, pushing, and in order to push this way, you will early flex the knee, and then push, push, push. The key is the push. No, you are lowering and then try to push. Lowering has to be done before that. So your main focus should be pushing, 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 pushing. So with the push, you should be able to bring the hip up here, okay? So here, push up, push up, push up, push up. So the lowering has to be done before that. And imagine you have a metronome ticking, then tick, 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 the metronome beat, and your push should be matched. So push is the key. With the push, you will be able to turn. So what happens is, as you shift, you will flex this side, flex here, and then as you push, the pelvis will turn and the shoulder will turn. Okay? Yeah. And then after that, you will shift it this way, and then when you push, everything turns with that. So you have to use a leg push to promote this good turn again. If your body parts are moving all separately, then if they don't help each other, then the turn is mostly coming from your intentional muscular effort here. But if you use your lower body to promote the upper body turn, then it will help the shoulder turn quite a bit. Yes, push, push, turn, and push, turn, and push, turn, push, turn, push, turn, push, turn, push, turn. No, the swing, when you try to develop speed, it's not coming from this action here, but rather leg action, and then you are adding that upper body motion. So, yes, like that. Again. So as you swing back and forth, keep a reasonable the wrist motion, but again, the turn should be not always when you practice. What happens is you're bringing it up like this. That already shows problem here. Yeah. This has to come from the body turn, and then you're simply slightly lifting the arm to go to this way instead of this motion here. Yeah. So anything you do from now on should have a single purpose of promoting good lower body motion. Be careful. Swing back and forth. Use the wrist more. And then that swing motion should come from the lower body action. Again, push, push. So the left leg push should give you a good turn. Try to swing really fast now. Swing both ways. Both ways again. You're using the arms coming down. This motion here. Let it go. Again, you have to use the shoulder turn to generate good speed. Swing really fast. Turn the shoulders. All you need to do is a shoulder turn. No need to slide the pelvis like this. Why? From here, just let it go instead of. This does not help the shoulder turn and the whip motion. You have to again organize all the sensory inputs from your body. You have to judge that whether this motion is really helping this. You are the one who can tell. The control tower is here. You have all the sensory inputs. Whether this motion really helps this turn. It's moving all separately. So in order to help, this is the motion instead of. So sliding the pelvis this way has no meaning. Okay? So try to promote a good shoulder turn by using the lower body. Swing fast both ways. Again, no, you keep doing the same thing. Here. Going here, back quite a bit here, and then try to swing. Just the turn around the axis, no need to go back here and then do this. Just turn here.
Yeah.
So turn around, let it go. Turn around, let it go. Just to build the tension. Imagine a clock spring. As you turn it more, it will build tension. Build the tension and then let it go. Build the tension and let it go instead of. So again, you have to organize your body motion to really promote the whip motion. Eliminate all the unnecessary movements. As you repeat the swing back and forth, you have to pay attention to which one is really helping, which one is not helping. Swing. It's a fairly upper body driven swing currently. Use your legs. Push. Leg push. Okay, I will show you. So I want this kind of speed here. This kind of speed. Okay. In order to generate this kind of speed, you have to use your lower body properly. If you just only use the upper body, you cannot get the speed like that. Both ways. Backswing should be also fairly fast. Let it go, yes. So feel whether the lower body action is really helping that speed. Yeah. And on the way down, still your plane is too steep. And you are turning now this way too much, and you are pulling it in. But try to make it a bit flatter. Remember, your spine axis here, so turn around the spine axis. Let it go instead of pulling it down. So use the shoulder turn and then let it go. Both ways are swing continuously. When you have a good wind up, it's easier to do the downswing. Currently on the way down, your right foot goes all the way here. That means just you're turning like this. Try to gently push the ground with the toe instead of turning like this, moving the knee this way. Rather push this way.
It's not turn, push.
No, so you push and then that will give you a pelvis turn here. Yeah, and then turn and then move the foot here. But again, try to swing fast. And then as you swing fast, and then you have to see which one helps that motion, which one not is working that well. So you have to assess your body motion and which one is really promoting the good whip motion. Currently you are dropping this here, but let it go out more. And still more this way. Again. It is because that happens because you try to put your right arm deep in here. Try to do this, that's why it happens. But this action here.
Yeah, we can.
A good amount of speed is coming from this action. Let it go. Let it go. Instead of try to push this. When you try to put the right side in quite a bit, then you have to slide this way. This coming down here and try to push. But as I said, when you have good wind up here, from here, just let it go. Turn around. Just turn around. No need to
Guide.
slide the pelvis and try to push the right arm in. Just to turn around. Do not reach out too much, just to try to turn around to the axis. Yeah. So make the motion as simple as possible. Still you are going more, dropping the arm and then going this way here. Instead, turn around here, about the spine axis. So go to the top. From here, try to turn around like this.
Yeah, just turn around.
Then just to turn around and then let the arms and club go, instead of try to go down this way and then drop this way. Again, go here, simply turn around. You don't have to swing hard, but feel the still is a fairly right arm driven swing. Okay. Put your hand on the waist here, left arm down. Now, during the backswing, have a good wind up and try to move the left shoulder this way as much as possible. No need to move this girdle too much. Try to just use the left side, and then your left arm comes here. On the way down, by moving the left shoulder this way, by using the shoulder turn, throw the arms. Throw the left arm. Again. Again. So in order to throw well, go here and then you should have a slight shift this way. Shift first and then throw, turning over the left hip. Again. And so in order to throw the arm well, you have to have good wind-up. That's why you have to pay attention to wind-up aspect. So good wind-up during the backswing, then automatically you will be able to throw hard. Again, good wind-up, throw, yes. Now, use both hands, but still pay attention to the left arm motion. And then instead of going just flat, try to go more this way, so that bring the left arm in enough here. From here, with this good wind up, by turning, then throw the arms. Throw the left arm particularly. Again. Yeah, so we're now engaging the left side more. Instead of try to put the right side in, try to throw the left side out. Yeah. Again, swing back and forth continuously. Throw the left side. Throw the left side. Again. What happens is you go here, this posture is good, but all the way down you're going here. Instead from here, just let it go. Okay? Keep the right elbow away from your trunk. So the delay opening of your shoulders. When you open shoulder too early, then it goes, and naturally you have to use the right arm. Right. Go here, and then as you shift, still maintain this closed position. From here, at once, just let it go. So the downswing starts from the closed position, and in one motion, from one motion, and just to throw instead of go here and then try to push the right arm. Okay, so it's one motion, simple turn. It's not changing. Now, to do this. Maintain the upright body posture, upright body posture. And then while shifting this way, and then just a turn upright. Yeah, from there, shift it that way and just to turn your shoulders. You see here, Just to turn around here and then stand on the left side. No. So again, so turn with good wind up here, and then shift and then turn around so that you can stand on the left side. Good here.
Okay.
No, you still have too much weight on the right side. So really stand on the left side. Okay? Again. But in doing this, just to turn the shoulders about the spine axis. Again. You have to keep more pelvic shift so that you can turn about the right. And then turn around. Keep the arms close to your body. Yeah, just to turn the shoulders with the, instead of using the arms. Turn, yes. Again. Yes. Now lean forward. Give me exactly the same motion. Shift and the turn, and then just to turn the shoulders. Here, the pelvis is not turning enough, and you just to try to turn the shoulder here. Pelvis turn is first. Pelvis turn is first, and then shoulder. Shift, turn, and then have a good way shift on the left side here. And then enough turn here. Okay? If you reserve a weight on this side, then what happens is turn like this. But when you stand on the left side,
You can turn.
then you can have a comfortable finish. Again. Shift more that way. Shift first. So have turn here and the good shift and then turn around. Again. And then let's try to do it with the inclined posture here. Again. Again. So there, in doing that, no need to drop the right side. Right? So again, with the orange whip, still give me the same motion. Just to turn around. Why are you coming down like this? Just to turn around here. But the motion is not coming from your lower body. Your whole body is just turning, going like this instead of. So you should have a good acceleration here, and after that deceleration here, instead of moving continuously like this. Here, turn and then decelerate at the end. Acceleration, deceleration. Again. And this backswing, at the top of backswing, you're just going to this position here, but this is continuous motion. Go here and then continuously letting it go. Go here and then go here. So doing the backswing, again, it's a shoulder turn and then continuous turn in the downswing. Instead of you just stop here and then try to do. Make it continuous. Use the backswing to have a good shoulder turn, and then using that going into the No. You went like this. The whole goal is to let the arms go here. So instead of turning too much here, you go here, and initially you will use the shoulder turn, and then essentially what you want to do is let it go. Throw the left arm. Again. So relax your arms and the wrist. You don't force your body to go to certain positions, but it has just a continuous motion. Continuous motion, turn around and then let it go. Go here and then let it go. Now you're just going to this position and try to do. Make the backswing and downswing all connected. Okay, continue. Again. Again. Look at this. Look at how early your pelvis is opening and then sliding. You're coming like this. Watch again. So what's happening is you don't give enough pelvis turn here. Pelvis turn and shoulder turn here. And then from here, just accelerate and then let it go instead of from here. You have to change this aspect. Otherwise, you will have the same thing again and again. So as you start, no sliding. Let's go to the top position here. From there, here's the wall. Push against the wall with the upper part. No sliding, no sliding. So here's a big, what is it?
Needle.
Needle here. If you slide this too much, then it will pinch you, right? So shift, you pushing this side here, the upper part here. Push against my hands, and then no sliding. Just the push, and then here just to turn around the axis. Your shoulder is going too high, and this is dropping. But instead, go here. When you are in this position, let's try to keep it a bit leveled here, instead of. Okay. So here, during the backswing, try to keep the left shoulder a bit lower. In this position here, from here, simply turn around. Okay, instead of. Oh, that's still too low. And then this is a bad habit you picked up. Okay. So what happens is go here and then sliding the pelvis, and then your body is going this way. It's hard to engage the ball when you have this. That's why it's a toe shot.
I can't see the ball when I'm hitting.
Go here on the way down. You should be able to have good gaze on the ball here, and then let it go and then turn around. But you are opening the pelvis too early. The right side is dropping too much. So again, it's a simple turn here and simple turning back here. It's just a matter of putting more weight on the left side and turning about the left side. Yeah, you have to put good weight. If you put good weight, then the pelvis cannot slide that much.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you really stand on this side and turn around here, the pelvis cannot slide that much. Just from here, just a turn around. Again, make the turn as simple as possible. Now swing back and forth. No need to swing hard. Go really easy, relax, but try to make the motion as simple as possible. Now your gaze is leaving the ball. Keep the gaze on the ball here, on the way down. Again. Swing back and forth, swing back and forth. So, something like this. Swing, 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 swing. Keep the gaze down here. Do not lift your gaze, okay? Swing back and forth easy. Keep swinging back and forth. Try to come up with the simplest, most comfortable motion pattern. Feel the motion of the whip. Feel the motion of the whip. Swing. No need to swing hard, but just relax, and then let the whip move along a consistent plane back and forth. Yeah. Have more time at the top. Have more time. You are bending the whip a lot. Give more time so that let this finish and then start downswing. Still your right side is coming in quite a bit. Use your left arm more. Throw the whip with the left arm. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Still sliding your pelvis this way too much. You have to change it. So start the downswing. Start the downswing with the closed shoulder so that the back is toward the target. From there, and then let it go. Okay. Again. Go to the top. So from there, just to turn the pelvis actively. So again, go to top. Turn the pelvis and shift and turn. The turn. No need to slide the pelvis. Just try to turn around. But swing the whip hard so that you have to feel that your lower body action is really helping the whip motion. If somehow the lower body is just a sliding that does not help, that's better, yeah. So try to use the lower body action to really promote the whip motion again. Then you will see that that sliding has no meaning. Again. And then good wind up does not mean your right shoulder drops here. Try to maintain this motion and then go up here. So your right shoulder should be higher at the top. Okay. Maintain this plane here, shoulder plane here. So as you turn, you have to go, so drop the left side and then try to push the left side more in here. So with that, this side stays higher. From there, simply just to turn around and let it go. Keep your gaze over the ball. Again, during the backswing, try to keep your right side higher or the left side lower actually, during the backswing. So what happens is if you use the shoulder correctly, go in here and then swing, go in and then swing, go in and swing, go in and swing. This happens. But here, and pay attention to the left shoulder motion. Keep it a bit lower, keep it a bit lower. Your right elbow is too low. Again, go to the top position. Go more like this. Okay, and also, here, you can go to this position here. Instead of elbow going here, try to make it in front of your chest, not here. Yeah. This pulls this down. Good. Like this. So if you feel the motion of the whip, if you let the whip go, then you are going to this position here. Here. Instead of intentionally try to pull it. Okay, again. So keep the right shoulder higher during the backswing, keep the left shoulder lower, and the right shoulder higher. Still. Yeah. During the backswing, again, instead of keeping it low here and then try to lift it up like this, so slightly let it go out more. So more maintain this flatter motion around your spine axis, and then you will go to this position. No problem. Let it go here around instead of
I'm intentionally
you're moving it down here and then try to lift back here. But let it go around your body. That's why you're having trouble with the rope swing. Again. Let's use a stage 3 type motion here. So throw the whip this way and then bring it back. And then as you do that, go here, and then as you turn, simply try to turn about the spine axis. Okay? Keeping the left shoulder down and the right shoulder up again. The right shoulder is going down too much. So this is what you need to adjust. Again, from here, if you turn, it will go like this. Yes. Okay. If you just maintain this axis and then just turn the shoulders, try to have that shoulder posture. Again. And then here, just let the whip go, and then you will go to this position here, right? Instead of try to keep here. Again, so try to minimize the this motion, and then just to try to develop good axial rotation about the spine axis. Swing back and forth, stage 3 type motion. So throw this way, bring it back, and swing. So in doing that, feel the motion of the whip. More than anything, feel the motion of the whip. So you have to let the whip move, keep moving, swing again. 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 Have a good pelvic shift away during the backswing. You're not moving pelvis that much. Remember the kettlebell swing, you move the pelvis quite well. Okay? Yeah, you have to have that much pelvis motion. And then go easy with the whip. So let it go, let it go. Do not try to force it with your arms, but let it go. Swing back and forth, feel the motion of the whip. You are not moving the pelvis enough during the backswing. No, the backswing is not lifting your arms, but the shift first. Shift the pelvis first, and then turn around the right hip. Stand on the right hip. Keep moving back and forth, keep moving back and forth. And then shift first. Shift first. Keep swinging back and forth. Shift first. Your foot has to have a good interaction with the ground. If your foot is just moving without much interaction, that means it's upper body driven. Use your legs actively. Swing back and forth and feel the motion of the whip. Easy wrist and arms. Let the whip go all the way. Both ways, both ways. Keep swinging back and forth and try to find the comfortable flow. A comfortable flow there. Okay, just a sec. Let's use a bit longer one here. Do the same thing, swing back and forth. This will be a bit tougher because it's longer. Swing back and forth. Use the shoulder turn to drive the, it's too long. Hold it in the middle of the grip, yeah. Swing back and forth. Again, you have to work with the whip. Let it go all the way. They use the body. Again, back and forth. Swing harder. both ways. Make backswing faster. With the faster backswing, you have to good wind up and then let it go. Swing, yes. Swing. If you lose the balance, that means you're not using the legs that much. So it's all upper body driven turn. Step on the right side. No, the backswing, you're not shifting. It gives enough shift. Completely shift this way. And then turn around. No. You should try to put a lot of effort in the downswing, but you're not shifting in the backswing. Backswing is not just the turning, but you have to shift first and then turn. So from this position here, from this position, shift first and then turn. Swing back and forth. Use your lower body to promote good upper body turn. Keep swinging. No, you're putting too much effort. Easy, go easy with the arms and wrist. Feel the motion of the whip so that you can swing this 100 times, okay, repeatedly. No need to fight with the whip. Just let it go all the way. Even on the way down, you can go a lot easier with your arms if you turn your shoulders and using the lower body. Well, you're reducing the shift more and more during the backswing. It's not a golf swing, it's just a symmetric motion both ways. And to make the backswing more active and faster, and with the good shift. Swing back and forth. No need to put a lot of effort in the downswing, just the swing back and forth. Make it symmetric both ways. Your foot position changes, keeps changing. That means you're not really controlling the whole thing with the legs. Your motion pattern is a lot better now, that's for sure. Okay, yeah. But still you're not engaging the lower body enough. You have to stand on the left side and right side. It's not just swing back and forth, but you really have to stand on the right side and left side, stand on the right side, stand on the left side, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, with a good weight shift. It still looks so hard, because you are using the upper body. When you let it go, to feel the motion of the whip, and then do not fight, and then let it go, swing, you can do this forever. No need to swing. Just if your body moves, all you need to do with the arms is just to keep the wrist cock here, wrist motion. No need to swing the arm that much. No need to put a lot of effort here. Because, again, if I completely relax the arms and then I can still swing the whip like this, because my body is turning. Okay, my body is turning. And then if I add the arm motion, I can make it a lot faster. No, not this one here. Wrist motion. Let it go from here. Let the wrist go here. Let the wrist go here instead of moving the whole thing as
just the wrist.
1 unit here. You have to use the wrist more, then it will be a lot easier. That's why it looks like you're putting a lot of effort, but the speed is not that fast. Swing, yeah. use your active more. Use your wrist more actively. Oh, that looks a lot better. Yes, use your wrist more actively. And then on the way down, have the image of drawing a sword from the sheet instead of cutting something. Okay, that will give you minimum effort. If you pull the whip along the shaft, then it'll be a lot easier. Swing back and forth. Use your wrist. Good wrist motion. Swing back and forth. You should be able to control this well with the good tempo and rhythm. Swing back and forth. As you repeat this, you have to use your lower body more actively back and forth instead of using your arms. Okay, again, ready, go. More shift during the backswing, both ways, good, shift both ways. Downswing, you have enough shift. Actually, you have to reduce the shift in the downswing. You have a more shift in the backswing. That's better. Keep doing that. More shift away, the less shift toward. More shift during the backswing, both ways. Good, shift both ways. Downswing, you have enough shift. Actually, you have to reduce the shift in the downswing. You have a more shift in the backswing. That's better. Keep doing that. More shift away, the less shift toward. Yeah, the last part was a lot better. So currently you are shifting this way too much. You have bias in this direction without shifting this way that much. Not much shift, and then you're going this way more. Now more shift this way, but you have a lot of shift this way. And then from now on, my comment was have less shift this way, more shift, less. Now it's better balanced. So basically, this way you are sliding your pelvis quite a bit. You have to reduce that. And this way, add more slide that way.
Yeah, I added that because I couldn't make contact. So then I naturally added the shift so that I at least get contact with the ball.
So when you have a simple motion of the club head, it's easy to have a good impact.
Yeah.
But the more your body moves.
Yeah, I shouldn't slide this way, but not.
So as you swing back and forth, so if this is where the ball is, right? Then as you swing back and forth, you're touching where the ball is. When your arms is relaxed here, then reasonably extended here, then you will always pass through that point. Then in your image from here to here, this is the whole downswing here. So go here all the way, instead of try to just pay attention to this here. This is the whole motion coming down all the way here. Okay? And in doing this, let the club head go through where the ball is. That's the idea, instead of intentionally try to manipulate here. So the swing becomes more deviated from the typical motion when you do this.
You try to control that.
Image the whole motion from here to here, and then the club head happens to pass through where the ball is. Okay, so again, you know where the tip is. Okay, so you don't have to really watch the ball when you have a good overall motion here. Okay, so again, the mid size here. Yeah, for you, it's really important to build a good foundation, because your initial swing motion was quite unique, and you need to really change that. So swing back and forth with the minimum effort. So the impact, good impact, is not coming from your intentional adjustment here, but rather from your confidence. When you're swinging back and forth, you know that the club head will always pass through at that point. When you have this confidence, then you will always have a very consistent impact. But because you are not confident, you try to adjust it on the way down,
and then slow down.
Then the motion deviates more and more. Okay? Again, swing back and forth. So for the moment, just try to develop good symmetric motion, and the back and forth, you are moving the wiffle bat along a consistent swing plane, back and forth. Yeah, already your motion has become a lot better. Even if you have a lower right shoulder and a higher left shoulder, but the flow is now a lot better. Swing, 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 swing. Okay. Swing, 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 swing. So let's look at this. As you repeat the swing, now the overall club head is a lot more consistent.
Yeah, that is fabricated.
The third set was the best here from the previous one, the third set. So, and then the next one here. This motion here. So you start engaging your body more and more. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
So now you have a lot smooth and natural shift pattern.
Yeah.
So you need to repeat this a lot. Okay? More than anything, you have to repeat this a lot. Yeah. And once you have a good flow, then the rest is easy.
Then I'll figure out.
Yeah, but the reason why today I didn't use the club at all is because it's so important to build a good foundation. And the best way to build a foundation is to repeat the swing back and forth. Yeah. And then as you do that, try to come up with a more symmetric motion. Yeah. Particularly if you do this in front of a mirror or something, then you'll be able to see. Yeah. But usually when you have bias on this side, then you don't have a much shifted this way, you try to have a lot of shifted this way. Slide here and then slide here and slide. But by watching your motion in the mirror here, try to have almost a symmetric motion back and forth. And then the last wind up and then swing, this can go a bit more. That's okay. But in general, when you repeat the swing motion back and forth, try to develop good symmetric motion. And also, if you have a camera, then you can put the camera and then see if your club is moving back and forth consistently here. Then if the club moves consistently, then all you need to worry about is this distance here. Yeah. Okay? And then the simplest is, if you tend to hit the ground all the time, then lean a bit more. Okay, and make it flatter. Or you tend to, your club tends to go this way here, and then you have a toe shot. All you need to is approach it to the ball a bit more. Maybe move half an inch toward the ball, maintain the same swing. Of course, your initial aim should be more the heel. And then just the swing, then in the actual swing, your club head will pass through the ball. So really, as long as you have a consistent motion plane established, then if it's a matter of distance, then you just adjust the distance.
Yeah.
And overall, the swing plane is more, inside here. Or if it's outside and you have consistently heel shot, then you will move your body slightly backward. So it is really important to establish consistent swing plane. And in doing that, instead of peculiar body motion, try to come up with a really simple motion and the simple, natural, rhythmic motion. So for that, this repetition is the best, right? Now, before we conclude, let's actually use the club. Swing the club back and forth. Imagine you are swinging a wiffle bat, okay? And then again, this is not golf swing.
Yeah.
It's just you want to come up with just a symmetric motion back and forth. You already, when you start, you're lifting like this. This motion here, if you continue swing back and forth, swing back and forth. So instead of starting that way, start this way first and then bring it back. Yeah. You forgot the leg action. Relax your wrist, relax your wrist. Currently your wrist is too tight. Your arms are reaching out quite a bit here. Again, this is the orange whip. And then go easy with the wrist or actively use the wrist instead of holding tightly like this. Swing back and forth. Swing. 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 Just to try to swing back and forth with a comfortable body motion, okay? Do not force anything, just to feel the motion of the club. Swing back and forth, easy swing. Move your shift it this way more, less this way. Yeah, shift it this way more as you swing back and forth. Shift more this way. Shift more this way. Use your wrist instead of using the whole arm as one unit. Use your wrist nicely. Shift it this way more, less this way, more this way, less. You have to fix that bias. So make sure you have a just continuous motion back and forth. Use the wrist more. Use the wrist more. Add the wrist motion at the end here. Again, you stop the shifting that way. You back way. This is something you have to consciously control. Yeah. You have to have a good shift this way and this way. So always you have to have a shift first and then turn. This is the key. In your case, when you swing at the turn and the shift at the same time, go this way here. But always when the club is here, shift first and then turn around. Shift and then turn around, shift and turn around, shift and turn around. Shift should be separated from the following turn, okay? You're not shifting. So from when the club is here, shift that way, and then turn around the right hip, yes. So from now on, give that initial shift. Give me that initial shift, and then turn intentionally. Okay. Yes, again. But suddenly you started holding it like this. As you do this, still you use the wrist here. Swing and coming back, swing and then coming back. No need to do this. You're killing the wrist motion. So wrist motion is still there.
Yeah.
But always before turn, before you turn, shift first. And then in doing that, your image is you're turning about the spine axis here. So turning about this axis, turning this way, okay? Instead of bringing it down like this. Just to turn about the spine axis, back and forth. Then the overall swing motion will become really simple. Still, you try to control with the visual information, but no need to do that. When you have enough motion here, natural motion back and forth, without even doing that, still, automatically you will be able to touch the tip here. So it's a matter of just developing good motion here. With confidence. Okay? So that when you just have a reasonable arm extension, then you will touch. When you have confidence, that you don't have to.
Yeah.
So just here. Instead of try to manipulate it, if you have the confidence that when you go just up here and then let it go, then it hits the tip. If you have that confidence, then you don't have to do all this, right? So it is important to develop that kind of confidence by repeating the motion. So for a while, instead of trying to hit the ball, swing back and forth and establish a good, consistent swing plane. With that, build the confidence. That's okay. Just swing back and forth and see where it goes. Your club head is actually moving above the ball. Okay, it's located above the ball. You have to lower it. That means you have to maintain this angle here. Yeah, currently, as you swing on the way down, the club head is passing about here.
Yeah.
You have to lower it. Because of the backswing position, because of the top of backswing position, you're going here. So instead, again, keep it lower, and then this goes high up, so that you can watch the ball, gaze the ball over your left shoulder easily here, and then coming down like this, instead of. Reverse pivot posture means you have more leaning this way here. That doesn't mean you're going that way. Okay? Again, swing back and forth. Once you build that confidence, then the next it will be a lot easier. Again. Again. So in your case, is an easier way to do it. Let's first use a tall tee. It's just a matter of building confidence. So if you use a taller tee, then it'll be easier to touch, right? So let's go from there. Just to touch the tip. As you swing back and forth, you have to, yes. And are you shifting good away? Just a sec. Aim the. Okay, this is too far that way. No. Yeah. So try to keep it over here. Okay. In your case, the low point is about here, and then it's moving high up. Okay. So relative to the ball, if you move your body left by an inch, then it'll be a lot better. So swing back. So again, assume your typical setup position, even the foot position, the way you typically do. Yeah, for the driver. Okay, so aim the address. From there, move left by an inch, both feet. Yeah. Again, swing back and forth continuously. Don't worry about actually hitting the tip. Keep swinging back and forth. Yes. So in your case, the ball is located too much to the left. So your low point is somewhere here, and the club head is moving high up here and then missing the ball. That's why you have a toe shot. The club head goes around like this, and then if you have the low point here, and then if this distance is too far, then the club starts moving inward, right? Yeah. Then that's why you have a toe shot. And then also, if it goes too high, then it will miss the ball, so it will be tapping. But when you reduce the distance from between the low point and the tee, then you will have a lot better impact. So that means you go here, the start slightly move the leftward, so move the ball relatively to the right, and then swing, it'll be a lot better. Again, swing back and forth. As you swing back and forth, forget about your backswing position. Just to make it continuous, back and forth. Try to come up with a comfortable swing motion back and forth. I said always when you start from this side. Go shoulder turn and then go. No, you're lifting your head quite a bit. Yeah, you're adjusting everything with your arms. That's why you're not shifting. Really, you're not shifting on the left side. You're not really standing on the left side. In the downswing, still you have a lot of weight on the right side. More than anything, as you swing back and forth, you should have a good shifted this way and then this way. So lift your heel slightly. Use your wrist more. You're manufacturing the downswing motion. Yeah, this is something you have to practice a lot, and then make the motion as comfortable as possible. And then as you swing back and forth, instead of paying attention to this touch, intentionally try to touch. You just develop a motion pattern, continuous motion pattern, so that automatically you just touch the tip, yeah, without intentionally try to manipulate it with the arms. Yeah. Okay, so practice this a lot. And then on the way back and the down, you have to have a consistent motion plane, so that you don't have to worry about intentionally controlling everything. And then on the way down, if your lead arm is reasonably flexed here, extended here, then you cannot go any further down, right? Because it's extended here. So that's the most you can go. But if you are missing the ball, then either you approach it to the ball a bit more, or you have to lower it slightly. But if you use your arm and then try to swing hard, it always is going above here. But when you use your wrist shallow and let it go. You have shallow in here, and then let it go. Instead of big motion here. So the reason why we have to use the wrist is that go here and a little bit shallowing, and then add the wrist motion. So you have to use the wrist. Again, use the wrist. Shallow and so drop and then use the wrist on the way down. Yeah, when you pay attention to the pad, then you will save at least 5 shots. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something you need to diligently work on. Yeah. Swing back and forth, particularly avoid this here.
Yeah.
So turn around, so this here. Okay? Mm-hmm. So keep the left shoulder lower than the right shoulder. Mm-hmm. From here, just a shift and then let it go. Yeah. That kind of swing motion. That's really good. Okay? So instead of intentionally manipulating with the arms, and another thing eventually you have to do is currently I think you're reaching out too much. Mm-hmm. So decrease the distance and then drop the hands a bit more. So let's go to your normal address. Go to your normal address. Is it your normal posture?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good, but that's not your normal one. You reach out a bit more.
Oh.
Yeah, you are.
But
yeah, so drop the arms more downward. Okay. Now let's maintain that posture in the swing. So that means on the way down, you will have to keep the hands a bit closer to your body. Again. Start from this side. Start from this side. Bring it back. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what you need to do. Currently, your initial swing. Yeah. Good. You tend to reach out from the setup position, but try to drop the arms more down, so keep more angle here. From here, and because now your arms are staying closer, so it's harder to go down here. Exactly. You can go a bit higher here. From here on the way down, keep the hands relatively close to the body and then let it go. Yeah, from there. Still you have a low right shoulder, but now swing back and forth with that posture and keep the hands closer to your body. Keep back and forth, swing back and forth. Swing, 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 swing. Yes. You see, you're constantly hitting the ball. So keep it a bit closer to your body. So when the arm is almost going down here, you have this angle here, right? Then with that, go up here. You're actually going quite low here, but that's okay. On the way down, keep it closer to the body. So currently what we're doing is intentionally try to stiffen the swing plane a little bit. Yeah, when you did the rope swing, your swing plane is really steep, but your club swing is too flat. So they're not matching. Now let's make a swing plane a bit steeper. Yeah, from there, give good weight shift, right, left, and move the pelvis good, and then swing. All you need to do is keep the hands a bit close to your body, right? Swing back and forth. Keep swinging back and forth. Continue. Okay, again, go back, swing. You have to shift more this way. Shift more this way. Shift the first and then turn around. Shift the first and then turn around. Swing. Swing. Keep the hands close to your body and then swing. Yes, so we have now we have a lot more consistent one, but you're not shifting enough. That shift, once you start the turning, is hard to shift. So before you start the turning, then you have to shift first and then turn around here. Yeah. Remember, when we practice this, shift first here and then turn. The same thing from this position, shift it to this position and then turn around. So unless you introduce the shifter early, it's hard to generate that shift. Okay. Yeah. So and then this helps definitely for you.
So that will get my shoulders.
So when you're starting from here, even if this goes flat here, it's hard to go this way. But when you reach out more and then lifting the arm like this, but when you keep it here, and then it's easier to actually turn the body and then bring the club up here. Okay? All right. Okay. So.